weeks, I've been asking myself, how in the world did I get a TED Talk? I'm not a doctor, I'm not a scientist, I don't hang out with robots. This is not my world. I'm a teacher, and I love to teach. I'm a community servant, and I love to serve my community. As a matter of fact, this used to be one of the places that I cleaned with my community service high schoolers. Outside in that park right across the street, we fed thousands of individuals. Matter of fact, a few years ago, when I was doing my practicum, I would wake up some of my students from the park, brush the dirt off them, help them wash their clothes and brush their teeth, and get a little food in their belly so they can get ready for school. I love teaching. Matter of fact, just last year, I was teaching at a school where I help people who actually have dropped out of school drop back in, right? And while I'm fashioning my lesson plans, I know there's a whole lot of stuff I'm going up against. There are all these different things that we're going to be meeting within this educational environment, and I'm trying to break through. And every once in a while, I would get this question, a question that all of you have probably asked your teachers at one time. Why? Why do I have to learn this? How is this going to help me in my life? What does this have to do with me and where I'm at right now? And I remember the day that I invited a professional to come into my classroom. Not a classically trained teacher, but an individual with a job. This guy said, so when I was here, I learned this. Here's how I use this. And now I'm doing this job. And as a matter of fact, I just bought the house down the street. All of a sudden, my classroom started popping like popcorn. People had their hands up, and they wanted to ask questions because that individual gave us the why. The why that they have been looking for so long. This professional brought into my room. And I thought to myself, TED Talkers, what if that was you? What if you took an opportunity and you walked into the public schools in your neighborhood, private either, it doesn't matter. If you walked into the schools in your neighborhood and you gave your why. They asked me to put a bunch of slides up on the screen, and I had to tell them, I'm sorry, I don't have a picture of this yet. Right? Because this is just something that doesn't happen. So I had to go back in the lab, I had to go back and think about, okay, now why doesn't this happen? And I realized it. It's because you don't know how special you are. You have no idea that when you walk into the school, the environment changes. People who don't listen automatically notice that someone's new in my sphere and they're paying attention. Your why changes the world. So do me a favor, look to your right and your left. I would like you to think about what the world would be like if the expertise to your right and your left was in your kid's school for just 1 hour, 1 year, and how that would change the world. Ladies and gentlemen, I challenge you to spend 1 hour this year in your public schools, in the schools in your neighborhood, and watch how this world will change because of your why. Thank you.